is going to be the Brighton Stadium. Now, obviously, they have been promoted to the Premier League as of right now, so have Newcastle, but St James's Park is already on FIFA 17, so it will be on FIFA 18, and obviously the playoffs haven't taken place yet, so we are yet to find out the third team that is coming into the Premier League next year. But Brighton are confirmed, guys. They've been promoted, and they've got a very nice little stadium. It is a very modern new design. You can see images on your screen right now. It does look very nice, and of course EA have licensing with the Premier League, which enables them to have every single stadium. So this is 100% guaranteed, guys. Some of the stadiums in this video will be 100% guaranteed, such as this one, but some others are a bit of a speculation and a good idea. But let me know your thoughts on this Brighton Stadium down below. Okay, next up is going to be the Nou Camp. Now, this year, EA did lose the rights to the whole Barcelona squad, and a lot of you may not have noticed this, but you can't even buy the Nou Camp on Ultimate Team as a stadium. It's not even in FIFA 17 at all. Obviously, since the licensing has been transferred to PES, so if EA can somehow get the licensing back for Barcelona for FIFA 18, the Nou Camp could be returning to FIFA 18, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. It is kind of annoying that EA keep losing licensing for big teams like Barcelona, and certain leagues like the Italian league they didn't have licensing for this year. Obviously, they managed to get the teams and players in, but it's not fully licensed. And hopefully EA can get some better licensing deals for FIFA 18, not just teams like Barcelona, but for tournaments like the Champions League and stuff. That'd be absolutely awesome. But let's move on to the next stadium. Okay, so next up, speaking of the Champions League, guys, is going to be the Millennium Stadium. Now known as the Principality Stadium, a lot of you may already know this as the Millennium Stadium. This is the Welsh National Stadium, and this is where the Champions League final is being held this year. Obviously, Real Madrid versus Juventus is going to be a great game. Be nice to see EA have this stadium in FIFA 18 because it's the host of some big football matches, and it certainly has been in the last 10 years or so, especially when Wembley was being built. The FA Cup final, Carling Cup final and stuff were played at the Millennium Stadium, so it'd be great to see EA add this to the game. See on your screen now, it is a huge stadium, and yeah, it just would look great in FIFA 18. Okay, next up is some arena designs that I have done myself. You may have seen these in another video. Just going to play a few of them in the background right now. But what I've done is made new backdrops for the, obviously, kick around arena in FIFA 17. Some of them look really good, and I think that gave me the idea. Imagine being able to customize your own stadium, even if it's not your stadium, even if you can just customize your arena, you know, plop it at any part in the world. You can see I've done like jungles, mountains, deserts, you know, cities, stuff like that. It just looks absolutely awesome, I think. Let me know down below which one of those you've just seen is your favourite. But we'll move on to the other stadiums now. Just a little idea, and I think it does look really cool. Okay, next up, guys, is going to be the Atletico Madrid new stadium. Now, I'm not entirely sure if Atletico Madrid are moving into their new stadium this year, or they're just using a substitute stadium until it's finished being built. But you can see on the screen now, this stadium looks incredible. It is going to be similar to the Allianz Arena in the sense that the whole outer top layer and the outer of the stadium is going to light up. Obviously, the Allianz Arena can change colour. You can see on your screen now there is the blue and red colours on it right now that they've obviously concepted. And this stadium, when it's complete, guys, is going to look absolutely incredible. So this could be on next FIFA. Atletico Madrid are probably going to be playing their final game at home in the next couple of weeks or so. And it's kind of like with Spurs and White Hart Lane. They are moving to another stadium, but obviously Spurs are playing at Wembley next year until their new stadium is built. And Atletico Madrid, I'm pretty sure their new stadium is in a different location. So that could be on next year, guys. Fingers crossed it is, because it looks absolutely amazing. Okay, and to finish off, we do have some World Cup stadiums now. The World Cup is next year. Back on FIFA 14, when the World Cup was in Rio, EA made their own Ultimate Team game mode, and obviously their own actual game. This included all the World Cup stadiums and obviously different players, obviously their nationality ratings rather than their actual club ratings. So there should be a whole new Ultimate Team game mode next year for FIFA, especially for the World Cup, which will look really good. And there are going to be a host of brand new stadiums, guys, on the World Cup. And some of them are incredible. Now, if we go through a few here, we've got the St. Petersburg Stadium. Now, I'm pretty sure this is Zenit's home ground. Pretty sure this one has already been built. But a few that I'm going to mention are under construction still. But we obviously have the architecture and an image of what it's going to look like when they've been finished. So the St. Petersburg Stadium looks very nice. Nice. So the St. Petersburg Stadium does look very good indeed. Again, it would be great to see on FIFA 18. Even if they just add them in at the end when the World Cup is released, it would make sense. Next up is a name that I will try and pronounce. It looks like the Ekaterinburg Stadium. I don't know if I pronounced that right at all, probably haven't. Some of these names are really complicated, I'm guessing because they are obviously Russian and whatever. But this stadium, some of these look incredible, guys. You can see on your screen the image is only of a concept because it is still under construction. And this is roughly what the final completion of the stadium will look like. Nice sort of glass around it. It looks really, really good. Very modern, and it would be good to see a lot of these new modern design stadiums on FIFA 18. Like I said, whether it's in Ultimate Team at the start or just a game or career mode, or they just add it in when the World Cup is obviously being played. But this stadium looks really great, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Okay, this one here is the Novgorod Stadium. I'm not pronouncing the first name there, but this again is a very modern design. It is yet to be built, still under construction. It's like just a fish tank. It looks like a glass dome. It looks really sick, and a lot of these stadiums, the capacity is around 50,000, so they're going to be pretty big. And obviously they probably will just be used for the World Cup and then left. I'm pretty sure all of the stadiums, or most of the World Cup stadiums in Brazil that were only built for the World Cup literally are abandoned, and it looks pretty weird. So if I remember, I'll put an image on screen now of the Brazil World Cup stadium that is literally rotting away because it's literally derelict. So this stadium right here, however, looks really cool. I love the glass designs on a lot of these. I'm guessing that is the theme they are going for this year. So this one looks really good, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Okay, this is the Rostov Stadium, I'm just going to call it. In my opinion, this is my favourite in this video, guys. This just looks incredible. It's so cool. I love stadiums that do a twist with things. I don't even know what this looks like. It doesn't look like a football stadium. In the middle of a field, on the coast, you can see the sea line right there, if I'm using the right image. But still, just Google this stadium, guys. It looks incredible. And I'm kind of hoping these stadiums are going to be finished by the time the World Cup is being played, because I remember there was a lot of controversy with Brazil World Cup that the stadiums weren't going to be finished in time. So I haven't even checked, but hopefully Russia are staying up on schedule. This stadium here looks really good, guys. And let's move on to the final stadium. And finally, guys, we have got the Volgograd Stadium. This, again, a very weird design. I don't even know what this looks like. It kind of looks like a pineapple slice, obviously sliced in half. Very cool stadium. It's gone with the blue and white pattern right there around the edge. Kind of like spiky. It kind of reminds me of the Olympic Stadium a bit. Not quite, but it just kind of resembles that in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on this one down below. This is another one that is still under construction, due for completion early 2018, I did read. So plenty of time to finish this one off, guys. And that is going to be it for this video, guys. Drop a comment down below of which stadium you think is the best in this video. Like I said, one of those Russian ones looks absolutely incredible. I'd love to see Atletico's new stadium as well. And obviously,